All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Out there to the hopeful elect of Israel. First off, I want to give all honors and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us truth and who rule well, peace, and safety and salutations to you sincere, and you hopefully elect scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. All right, I'm your fellow servant, Mala Akia. All right, coming in, okay, with another lesson today. This lesson is going to be going into they are phasing out cash, okay, and ever since we seen with the whole situation what happened in 2020, the whole CVID C19 situation, you had different companies basically on board, okay, without accepting cash, and we're seeing this whole system also being changed right in front of everyone's eyes. So that same wavelength that the restaurants and these different companies were on, they're still on it, and it's increasing. Okay, so we're gonna get into this video here from Patrick Humphrey. Um, his That was his channel's name, YouTube channel. Okay, but it's titled "Warning: It's Starting. Trump Signs New Order." Okay, I didn't get a chance to go and see if it was an actual order. I have to actually do another, some more research on that to see if it was an actual order out based on that. But basically seeing how everything else is and how they're, phasing out the cash, how they're implementing, this digital currency, seeing the different things happening within the different markets. It's clear as day that these devils are switching the system right in front of the people's eyes. People seeing things concerning Uber. Damn, Salakia. The people see the things that's happening, with the infrastructure. Hey, we all see, all right, where this is all heading, man. This is all heading towards Revelation 13. We've gone over it day in and day out. This is the time this is the time, okay, for you to really be looking at the financial system, to be seeing really what's going on, man, because you're gonna get lost. You're gonna get trapped up into the things of what Esau Edom is planning. You need to be ahead of the curve. I know it may sound boring, it may look boring, but just wisdom. We know that the system is changing currently, so a lot of the eyes, you should be looking at different videos going into the financial markets, the financial system, and seeing how this how everything is changing, okay? Because they're getting ready to usher in, okay, this new system, okay? Before I get into that, damn, Salakia, I got right here from the biometricupdate.com. Okay, this is a website goes into different things dealing with biometrics, and here it is from here. This article I have, it says Alaska seeks major AI overhaul of state services through a My Alaska mobile app. Okay, and this is just the first of it. Okay, they're looking to bring in digital identity verification, dealing with your biometrics, and they're going to link it as well with, okay, with the financial markets. And we're seeing, okay, how this devil is bringing this system in. I could keep going into it, but hey, I'm going to link the article in the description box, or really probably in the comment section, okay, for you to check it out, okay. And hey, man, if it starts with Alaska, it's going to eventually going to start with the rest of the other 50 states, 49 states, okay? Because we're seeing this thing, it's moving quickly, it's moving fast. And the scriptures talk about that, man, okay? How Esau knows that he have but a short time. You can read that in the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and 12. See, it's going to get to the point to where brothers are going to start just quoting precepts, and you're going to have to start looking these things up, man, because it's so much information that's going on, okay, day in and day out, man. There's so many videos that's going out. You're going to have to get on board, man. You're going to have to look these things up, man. Okay. knowing the times. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get into it. That's the article I want to bring out. Title, you read it, do your due diligent research, okay, on these things, man. Okay, to get you more equipped for the things that is at hand, man. Because currently, right now, they're phasing out the cash, they're phasing out the coins. Just, I believe it was earlier this month, or maybe last month. I believe it was earlier this month. Okay, they started phasing out, okay, the pennies. Okay, they started phasing out the pennies. What else you think is getting ready to start with next? It's gonna move to the pennies. It's gonna move to the nickels. It's gonna move to the dimes. It's gonna move to the quarters. And then now what? The pennies. Okay, the coins. Okay, it's gonna be phased out. You're not gonna get any change. Now it's gonna move to the dollars, and that's where we at right now. Okay, they're doing the phasing out of the pennies right now, and eventually it's gonna get to the dollars, man, with a matter of time. Okay, but companies are already on board. So let's go ahead and play this video. I'm gonna play like maybe 3 minutes of it, and we're gonna get into it.
This is big breaking news. President Trump has signed an order, and this is now causing rippling effects through the economy and for businesses as well too. And I personally have been experiencing this recently, and I even saw a sign for this now, warning that cash is now slowly being phased out. All right, so let's get into all the details here. You guys can see this is what I saw a few days ago. All right, it's saying penny phase out. Due to the US penny phase out, we appreciate your help in providing exact change or using a credit/debit card when possible. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Right. Okay. Because this is their push in order for you to start to use credit cards, debit cards to go what? Cashless. And this is what the ultimate goal is of the elites. Okay, to have an actual cashless society to where everything is going to be tied to your digital footprint. Okay, you're going into the digital ID. Okay, your finances, everything about you, and this is how you're going to be able to buy and sell. We're getting to the times of this, as it's written. Oh, see, that's a spirit, man. That's a spirit. It says stop. It says stop squeezing quarters. Okay, maybe that's the title, but it says pennies, dimes, and quarters. Don't be a Scrooge. Okay, and hey, we coming to that time to where, man, hey, the money that you have, these pennies, these nickels, these dimes, hey, it's all getting phased out, man. It's all getting phased out. All right, but let me go back into the video. So lucky for rambling.
Thank you for visiting. All right, so this is what is taped on the intercom system at McDonald's now. They do not want you using cash there. And
Yep. Hey, and McDonald's is one of the companies. Okay. When I looked it up, I was here in Chat GPT, going to the retailers, the chains, food chains. Okay, known for cash payments. Okay. It says penny change policy changes, and that's what's happening. And McDonald's was on the list. So let me see. This is it. Yep. And this is some of the companies that are on the list. So you have the Quick Trip, Quick Star. It says these convenience store chains announced that all cash purchases will now be penny free. They will round cash transactions down to the nearest 5 cent. And this is what you see certain companies are doing. Okay, later on in this video, I'm not gonna play it, but it was an Edomite, and he was going into him losing money because they didn't want to round. I think it was they were trying to round the cents, and he would be losing the cents. They rounded it up to the next. I believe it was. I think they to the next. I think it was between 0 cents and the next 5 cents. The Edomite was going into. Okay, but he was going to lose a couple cents. He said he wanted his penny. Okay, but the manager ended up giving him, an extra 5 cent. Okay, but showing you that what people are going to start losing money when they go to these different businesses to turn in their dollars and to get change. You're going to be on the back end of it, okay, receiving less than what you were supposed to have. Okay, but this is all the part of them transitioning. okay, the system and phasing out the coins and the dollars. So you have that company, you got Sheets, you have McDonald's, which he's just going into, and at the same time, they not giving you back your exact change. Same things happen for Wendy's, Kroger, and some of its supermarket divisions. 'Cause Kroger is a big company, and it has many, many, many other different businesses under the same policies. Love's travel stops and associated travel stop convenience store operations. There's many more attached to that. Then you have some smaller retailers, individual locations, certain drugstores, gas, convenience stores. Okay, and it's all based off going into the stoppage of the producing of the mint penny. Okay, that these different policy changes that are happening right now, based off just them stopping making the pennies. How much more are they gonna say when they stop printing dollars? Whatever's in circulation is just gonna be in circulation. You see, this is the times we're coming into, man. This is the time we're coming into. Let's just get it. That's what I was reading earlier. Revelation 13, straight to the point. It reads, and it says, and he causeth all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, I go into this multiple times, but when you go into that word causeth, okay, Greek word poieo, which let me just go ahead and just bring it out. Causeth, poieo, and it says to make. It says with the names of things made to produce, to construct, to form, to fashion. And this is what the devil is doing. To be the authors of the cause. Okay. And these devils are trying to be the author of writing within this new system. Okay. To make ready, to prepare. Okay. And that's the point that I want. Okay. This is what these devils are doing. Okay. They are making ready. They are preparing. They are producing. They are writing this. Okay. This construct, this form, this fashion. Okay. Of this system. Okay. To put it into place. Okay, so while you people are seeing the different changes and policies of the mint penny, the phasing out of cash, and these companies being on board, which you shop at, he's causing the people, okay, to stray away from the cash, okay, and to the world of the digital infrastructure of what they're building, okay, which is going to ultimately lead to, okay, the RFID chip, okay, that's going to be implanted device within you. Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And this is the system that we're heading towards. You're not going to be able to buy or sell. Okay. You're not going to be able to lounge. You're not going to be within the marketplace if you do not have this device implanted within you. Okay. You think that you're going to be able to bypass this new system of what they're incorporating right now. You don't know what's going on because the dollars is not going to mean shit. Your coins, it's not going to mean shit. You're going to be forced, okay, into going into this next system of what they're doing, man. Okay. I've been putting it on some of my shorts. You can go on the shorts. You can go back, what, a year, maybe 2 years ago. I think it's a year. I started posting within it, going into the different XRP, all right, the ledger. This is going to be the coin that they're going to use, all right, for this next system. Okay, it's going to be a digital asset, a digital coin. Okay, hey, it'll be wise right now to get you some. I'm just gonna keep throwing it out there. Me and the elder priest Ash, we're gonna keep bringing it out, man, because we see that this is the new wave, all right, the new system of what they're gonna use. All banks, okay, are all incorporating it right now. Okay, so if the banks are already accepting it, they're changing the different policies within it. What do you think is next? What do you think is next? Okay, they're getting ready to issue in these different stable coins, these different digital assets, into where people are going to have to be using it to pay, to buy and sell. Okay, because right now they're phasing out the cash. They're phasing it out, man. Those companies, okay, are on board. The banks are on board, okay, because they're getting the system and everything set up currently right now. While you got Jake still out here working fucking overtime to get these damn dollars, which is not gonna mean shit. Let's go back to the video.
Thank you for visiting. All right, so this is what is taped on the
It's a
intercoms.
lot. And that's McDonald's. And this is a brother. Let me see if I can find it. Dang. Give me 1 second. No, I had it. Damn. All right. Let's just do this. I know I had saved it. Here it is. So I copied it. This is what? November 28th. And this is what a brother had posted in a group chat. And this is from Dunkin' Donuts. I think he went to go to Dunkin' Donuts, or maybe he's seen it online. But it says, "We are sorry. We are no longer able to accept bills over $20." Okay. So you're starting to see companies incorporate this as well. Okay, because remember, they used to have it no bills over $100. Okay, then it dropped down no bills over $50. Now they get to the point no bills over $20. What's next? No bills over $10. And when they get to the point of it's just dollars, come on, man. It's just gonna they're phasing the dollars out, man, right now. If you can't see it, it's clear as day. So it says, "We apologize for any inconvenience. Thank you for your understanding, Dunkin' management." Okay, and it's gonna start off with these little small little restaurants, these stores. Okay, it's gonna get to the bigger companies, man, these big corporations, which I'm sure Dunkin' Donuts is a big corporation. It has its different uh what's that not affiliates. I guess you could say affiliates, but the other I forgot what the damn term of it right now. Damn, think of it right now. But needless to say, the different companies and entities underneath that actual company, Dunkin'. So you have different franchise. That's the name, Salaki. All right, you have different franchises underneath. Okay, Dunkin'. Okay, so all these different franchises. Okay, that's underneath this company's name. It's going to be just not at just one location. It's going to be at a plethora of all the other different locations as well. Okay, that's why I was reading down in that list as well in the chat GBT. And it's going to be many, 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 much more companies that's going to be on board with this. Okay, so we're telling you through the spirit that phasing out the cash and the coins so that it can all go digital. And we're seeing it go digital right now. Okay, so going back to the video.
System at McDonald's now. They do not want you using cash there. And I've been thinking, and this is due to Trump signing a order to stop productions of the penny, and they just stopped production a few weeks ago in November. You can see here it says U.S. Mint in Philadelphia presses final penny as the 1 cent coin gets canceled. All right, so, and I was already thinking this a couple weeks ago, over the past few weeks, because when I use cash at multiple businesses like the dollar store, they couldn't give me exact change. They actually gave me extra change, and they gave me like 3 or 4 cents extra. This happened at the gas station too. And they're like, "Sorry, we don't have any pennies, and we're just going to give you a nickel instead and give you like 3 cents." And I was thinking, okay, that's thanks, I guess. That's great. But how long can a business do that? How long is that sustainable for, hundreds of customers a day, thousands of customers a day potentially? They're just giving away, 3 cents, 2 cents, 1 cent, 4 cents, whatever it is. They're just giving away pennies all day because they can't give correct change, right? It's a major problem. And I was thinking this when I heard that these pennies were ordered to cease production, but I was hoping there was some type of backup plan or something, but it doesn't really seem like there is. And this could be the thing that literally puts the digital dollar and digital cryptocurrencies into motion, right?
And that's what's happening right now. Okay? They're putting this digital infrastructure into motion right now.
This really could be it, just the penny alone, because these businesses are going to end up eventually losing millions of dollars per year from this because they cannot give.
And what's going to be the solution to that? We got to phase away from the dollars. We got to phase away from the coins. We all have to go to digital so it can be the exact transaction and we don't have to give back any change. It's going to solve, okay, the problem for these companies.
Direct change to customers, and they are just going to it's going to force businesses to only accept digital payments like debit cards or credit cards, right? The penny is the thing that's really going to cause this snowball effect. I really think it's the
And that's what it's going to do. Okay. Then it just threw me off. That's what it's going to do. Okay. It's going to be that snowball, okay, effect. Okay. As we're seeing, all right, the pennies being phased out, how much more when it gets to the rest of the other coins, okay, and it gets to the rest of these dollars, okay? Remember what I said earlier, it went from the $100 bill, no bills over 100, no bills over 50, now it's no bills over 20. So you're gonna have to break those different what is it? Those different higher bills into smaller bills. And how you gonna do that? You got to go to the banks. The banks is going to turn it back into the Fed. All right. And the Fed is not going to issue them out anymore. And whatever's in circulation is just going to be in circulation and to the point of until they bring in this digital infrastructure. We're getting closer and closer to Revelation 13. All right. So you got to have your eyes open, okay, and watching, okay, because hey, just like the dream, the one I think Apostle Tahar just did it right before I started to do this lesson. I seen the title. It said a man had a dream that I guess damn, I think it said he had a dream that Yahushua was returning, and I actually seen the actual video. Hey man, hey, and in that video, Yahushua is coming. Okay, he is coming. All right. So if we're seeing Yahushua is coming and he's on his way, how much more and faster do you think? Okay, that the system is going to be implemented. It's showing that he is right at the corner. It's right around the corner, and it's going to catch the people like a thief in the night. Let's get that in Luke, because it's going to catch the people like a thief in the night. Luke 21, and we can get ready to close out on this. Luke 21. The point is verse 35. I'll read verse 34. All right, it reads, man, brother's hot. All right. Luke 21:34, it says, and take heed to yourselves lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life. Okay? You go into that surfeiting, all right, the overindulgence, the abundance, okay, the drunkenness, the cares of this life. All right. You don't want to be having your world and your mind so fixated on this current world, this current age right now, man, because hey, you're doing too much. You gotta understand that this world, okay, is passing away. But scripture says, love not this world, neither the things that are in this world. Okay. For this current world, all right, passeth away. This is where we at right now. This old system is passing away, and they're trying to bring in a new infrastructure, a new system, but that's not even going to make it to its fulfillment. Okay, it's quickly passing away. So, hey, take heed to yourselves, man, because you don't want to be caught up, okay, in the surfeiting, the drunkenness, and the cares of this life. It says, and so that day come upon you unawares. What day? Okay, the day of the Lord, the different events leading up into the day of the Lord. Okay, and in one of those events, okay, is them changing this infrastructure. You thinking that this world is going to continue the same way? Nah, man, it's getting ready to change drastically, and they're just waiting on the right crisis to bring into play. And it's a this shit's gonna move so fast when they bring in the chip because it's gonna be tied, okay, with the digital AI infrastructure. People don't understand that when AI is incorporated with this, it's gonna make things move even faster. By the next year, if we still here by 2027, this world's gonna look like a completely different whole world. You can even see it what happens since 2020 to 2025. This place has changed drastically. So the next event, world event that's getting ready to happen, which is going to be a black swan event, it's going to be a crisis, and it's going to push all markets to go digital, all companies to go digital, all banks to go digital. What do you think is going to lead the people? It's going to be for y'all to go digital. So you cannot have your hands tied into this place. Verse 35, for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the whole face so dwell on the face of the whole earth. Yeah, man, because this is a worldwide event that's happening right now, and systems are being put into place right now as I'm speaking. Here it is. You just had today. Silver just took a fucking rally going up to $60 an ounce today. How much more for everything else? Everybody seeing that the dollar cannot be trusted, so they're running to silver, gold, cryptocurrencies. They're stepping themselves away from the actual dollar. Okay. And Esau Edom knows what he's doing because he's phasing everything, okay, to go to the next system. All right. And also you too as well. If you don't abide in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, you have to abide in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to forsake this world and to forsake this next system that is coming. All right, so hey man, Lord willing, you was edified from this lesson. I want to give all honors and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Badash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us this truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations that they're to you sincere, and you hopefully elect. Scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. All right, I'm your fellow servant, Mala Akia. Shalom.